Fish are a category of aquatic vertebrates with gills, scales, and swim bladders to help them float. They also produce eggs and are ectothermic. For many individuals, fish is an underutilized food source. There are many of fish kinds to choose from, each with its own flavor profile and cooking method. Eating fish instead of red meat has a number of health benefits ranging from enhanced heart health. Moreover, fish can provide substantial health benefits due to its vitamins, minerals, and fatty acids. Vitamin B12, which is contained in fish, is essential for red blood cell formation, DNA replication, and neuron function. Vitamin B12 deficiency has been related to an increased risk of dementia and heart disease. Anemia and persistent weariness are both linked to a deficiency of vitamin B12. Omega-3 fatty acids found in fish appear to have a multitude of health benefits according to a growing body of data. They may help stabilizing heart conditions by regulation of blood clotting and restriction of vessels. Fish are rich in vitamin D and are one of the great sources of this kind of crucial mineral in the diet. Vitamin D aids calcium absorption, which is important for bone health and growth according to the National Institute of Health. Because 70% of the population in the United States does not meet the annual estimated average intake of vitamin D, increasing your intake of this nutrient-dense meal would be beneficial. Also, another way eating fish benefits your brain is that it lowers your chance of stroke. In addition to that, according to research, eating fish on a regular basis can help you avoid a variety of diseases and ailments. The following are some of the results. Asthma. Children whose diet consists of fish may have a reduced risk of developing asthmatic issues. Fish high in omega-3 fatty acids can help the brain and the retina stay healthy. Consuming 2 servings of fish per week can lower heart diseases by relating blood flow, removing blood clotting and inflammation. It increases good cholesterol that lowers blood pressure as well. Persons who consume fish at least once a week are less likely to acquire dementia or Alzheimer's disease. Fish aid in the management of blood sugar levels in diabetics. Eyesight. Fish-eating mothers as breastfed newborns have improved eyesight, maybe due to omega-3 fatty. While moderate mental deterioration is common, major neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's disease do exist. Many studies have found that those who eat more fish had a lower rate of mental decline. People eating fish at least once a week have more gray matter, the brain's principal functional tissue in the areas of the brain that control emotion and memory according to studies. Sleep issues have grown extremely frequent all around the world. Increased blue light exposure may play a role, although some experts feel that vitamin D insufficiency is also a factor. A 3 times a week salmon dinner improved both sleep and daily functioning in 95 middle-aged men in a 6-month trial. The researchers suspected that the vitamin D content was to blame. Avoiding seafood is one strategy to stay away from the mercury and PCBs, but the benefit of eating fish mentioned, is that the best option? In their study published in American Medical Association Journal, firstly using information from the Environmental Protection Agency and other sources, they projected that if 100,000 people ate farmed salmon twice a week for 70 years, the extra PCB intake may result in 24 additional cancer deaths, while preventing at least 7,000 heart disease deaths. Second, PCB and dioxin levels in fish are similar to those seen in meats, dairy products, and eggs. Third, non-seafood sources such as meats, dairy, eggs, and vegetables account for more than 90% of the PCBs and dioxins in the US food supply. Given the limited health impacts, low amounts of fish, and significant supplies from other sources. Moreover, limited and conflicted evidence for the effects of mercury on adults at the levels of commonly consumed from fish, thus the Environmental Protection Agency, the Food and Drug Administration, the Institutes of Medicine report that analysis concludes that these recommendations and evidence is insufficient to ensure the limits on fish intake in adults, given the established benefits of fish consumption for cardiovascular disease. In fact, consumption of fish and other seafood is the simplest approach to minimize contamination concerns. With the exception of a few sea fish species, the scales are tipped in favor of pregnant women eating fish. The brain development of an infant appears to be hampered by a high mercury consumption. Low consumption of omega-3 fats from fish, on the other hand, is just as hazardous. A study shows that over 12,000 pregnant women, children born to those who ate fewer as of those 2 servings, were found to be healthier than those who ate more than 2 servings. Taking store-bought pills, in addition to eating fish, is another way to get omega-3 fatty acids. Fish oils are derived from both human-eating fish and small fish captured for animal feed, such as Peruvian anchovies. Omega-3s can also be found in flaxseed, walnuts, and wheat germ, which are all natural sources. While still healthy, they don't appear to have the same health benefits as omega-3 fatty acids found in fish, shellfish, and marine algae. In most circumstances, fish is a healthy food source that may be eaten safely. However, depending on your age and health, some people should limit their fish consumption. Take into account the following: excessive intake of mercury-contaminated fish by young children and women of reproductive age can have a negative impact on a child's development. Overeating recommended seafood meal limits to enhance omega-3 consumption may be an acceptable trade-off for older women and men. People who are at high risk of heart disease must take precautions for cancer risk of eating PCB-rich fish against the benefits of eating fish in high omega-3s, which may outweigh the cancer risk in some cases. However, these compounds have been linked to a variety of major health issues in addition to cancer, so the trade-offs are not straightforward. Omega-3 fats aren't exclusively found in fish. In reality, alpha-linoleic acid that is found in seeds of flax, walnuts, and small amounts of vegetable oil are also consumed by people as a source of plant omega-3s. But to a considerable extent, ALA is not converted to the marine omega-3s, EPA and DHA in the human body. As a result, the evidence does not support the use of ALA as a substitute for seafood consumption. However, some evidence from observational studies like the Nurses' Health Study suggests that increasing ALA intake may reduce the risk of heart disease. Another study, the Research Scientists Follow-up Study, found that high amounts of ALA intake may be especially significant for heart-related disease prevention in persons who don't eat much fish. Scientists are still unsure about the benefits of ALA because the findings haven't been duplicated in randomized trial, but eating more of it can't hurt. The consumption of fish should be balanced so that the person could receive its benefits and not the risks.